Hi, my name's Sally Holland and I'm the Children's Commissioner for Wales. I'm really sorry I can't be with you today, but I'm delighted that you've all got together today to think about children's human rights, because it's my job as Children's Commissioner to safeguard children's rights in Wales, and that's every child from the day they're born right up until their 18th birthday, and also to make sure children know about them. Now, just over 70 years ago, the world got together and made a universal declaration of human rights. And of course, that was just after the Second World War. And people wanted to say at that point, we can't carry on like this, treating groups of people differently than others. So there was a universal declaration of human rights to say that everyone had the same rights to be treated equally, fairly, and with respect. A bit later on in 1989, the world came together again and said, actually, children don't always get their human rights because they have a bit less political power, they have a bit less economic power, in other words, less cash in their pockets, and people don't always take them as seriously. So they developed the United Nations Convention for the Rights of the Child, the UNCRC, which gives children an extra layer of rights, which keeps them protected and safe and gives them all the things they need to grow up happy, healthy and safe. And it's my job as Children's Commissioner to make sure that the UNCRC, the United Nations Convention for the Rights of the Child, really works here in Wales. And I do that in lots of ways. I do that by listening to children wherever they are, children of all ages. I speak up for and with children to make sure people hear about children's experiences and what they have to say. I help individual children who might not be getting their rights, and we have a casework service, so you can phone in and ask for help if you need it. I look at all the laws in Wales and check that they all have children's rights at their heart, and if they're not, I ask the government to change those laws. And finally, my final fifth job is to make sure that everyone knows about children's rights as well. Now, one of the ways I do that is through having ambassadors in schools throughout Wales. And I'd love to invite your school to be part of our student ambassador scheme if it's not that already. My student ambassadors help me listen to the children in their school and hear their views about what's important to them to do with their human rights. And they also help me spread the word about rights in their school. So do get in touch with my office if you'd like to be involved in that. I also have a young people's panel which helps advise me and make sure that I keep on the right track in all the work I do. One of the 15 young people on my youth advisory panel for the whole of Wales goes to your school, and that's Joel, and he's a very valued member of my panel. So I'd just like to give a special shout out and thanks to Joel for the work he does in advising me and supporting me in my work. I'm really keen that every child in Wales from now and in the future has three things to do with rights. First of all, that every child and young person learns about their rights. So no matter which school they go to, wherever they live, they should learn that they have human rights. The second key thing is that in schools they should experience their human rights. So they should experience things like fair treatment and extra help if they need it. And the third thing is that they should, having learned about rights and experienced rights, they will go on to become human rights defenders. So we will raise a whole population of young people who will be keen to make sure that everyone in Wales gets their human rights. So I'm delighted you're thinking about children's human rights today, and good luck with all the work that you do on this. Bye for now.